Good morning, everybody. This is Sandy. I'm coming to you from my kitchen. This is our holiday baking segment, and today I'm going to be making for you two cookies. The first one I'm going to start off with is almond thumbprint cookies, and the second one is blackberry thumbprint cookies. So I'm going to start by showing you the things that you should have at your fingertips. Obviously, the cake mix, the almond pound cake mix, which I do have it already out. You're going to want scissors because you're going to need to open that package. Whatever you decided to put your round cookies in to put in the freezer, which in this case I'm using a bigger tin foil pan that I picked up from the dollar store. It came 3 to a pack. It also came with covers, and I have gone ahead and written on the other side, the one that will be on the outside facing me, the name of the cookie, the temperature of the oven, as well as how long they'll be in the oven for. Another handy dandy thing to have would be a scoop if you have one. If not, your fingers, your spoon, anything will do. But I am going to try my hand at this today. And a rubber spatula. And of course the ingredients and a mixer. The mixer I will use briefly, and then they want you to use your hands so you can really incorporate the dough and you'll feel it getting softer in your hands. And at that point, that's when you want to start making the balls. The recipe I believe says it will make about 20 to 24 cookies, again depending on the size of the balls that you roll. So for ingredients, I need 1/2 cup of butter softened. It's very important to soften your butter. 1 egg, and I need 1.5 tablespoons of water. Now the water may differ slightly. You may find that you need just a little bit more. I know when I made these cookies last year at a workshop, we did need to add just a little bit more. You'll know that, and you'll feel that with the consistency of the dough once you put your hands in there and you start mixing it together. So let's get started. These are perfect, the fact that they're going into the freezer, because you don't have to cook all of them at the same time. If you have a party that you're going to and you want to bring some fresh cookies, it's a great time to bring these. Or if you have company coming over and you want to have a nice surprise for them, you can bring that over, make those up, as well, for when they come over. Put them on platters. The baking kit does make 7 different cookies, so you can see you'll have quite the variety of cookies for any type of platters that you're putting together for the holidays. So I start by putting my mix in here. I'm going to go ahead and crack my egg. You need a beater too, I think I told you that. I do have a KitchenAid, but I would have my back to you and that wouldn't be any fun. So I'm using my hand mixer. So crack the egg, add that in there. Put that there. Usually I have a towel tucked in my apron, but I did not do that today, so I'm going to use a paper towel. Go ahead and add my water and then my butter. Now just in a large bowl to add all these ingredients, mix them until well combined. Then using your hands, they want you to knead the dough to the consistency of a thick, moist dough. And then from there, you'll go ahead and start forming the balls. Another thing too is if you want a few cookies, or you're having family movie night, or maybe after dinner and you don't want to cook the entire batch, all you have to do is pop out as many as you want, put them on a cookie sheet or cook them in your toaster oven, and there you go. You have a few to snack on without having all 24 in front of you. So I'm going to put this on for a few, so ignore the noise, but we're going to go ahead and get this mixed up. What is your favorite cookie for the holiday? Do you have a favorite? Maybe it's not a cookie, maybe it's a Christmas Yule log, or maybe it's a particular pie. But what's your favorite holiday dessert to share with your family and friends? What's your tradition? Let's put it that way. This smells amazing. If you've never used our almond pound cake before and you like almonds, this is to die for. It really and truly is. It smells so good. This is coming together really well. But I can see why your hands are going to be an important tool, even more important than this mixer. Put it up one more. so you have like a crumbly dough. I'm going to turn it off. I'm just going to scrape the sides to make sure I have all the mixed powdered in there so I can get it all mixed up before I switch over to using my hands. This really does smell good, guys. Okay. Let's see. We're almost done. Then the real fun begins. All right, I think I can put that aside and switch over to hands now. I'm going to show you what it looks like. You can see it very well. I'm not sure if you can or not. It's crumbly. Okay. So now use my hands. I'm just gonna squish it together, and you know, you're gonna start feeling the butter in your hands, as you'll know when it's getting nice and soft, because it's going to start sticking to your hands. But you just want to knead it till you get it to the right dough consistency, and then you can just go to town. Have you guys started your Christmas shopping yet? How about those crowds? Oh my gosh, we have a storm here in New England, and we're expected to get about 10 inches of snow, and it's our first real storm for the season, and the stores were crazy. Of course, I knew I was baking, and I really didn't need anything except for salt. Salt for the driveway, but you would have thought it was the end of the world with as many people as there were in the store, and the lines in the store were crazy. The parking lot was even crazier. You would have thought it was Black Friday all over again, at least the Black Fridays that I remember. This Black Friday wasn't all that. Nowadays, it's just so much easier, more convenient and safer just to order from home. So, all right, guys. I have a nice ball going here. So this is the perfect consistency. This is where you want the dough to be before you start rolling your balls. Now, like I said, I do have a scoop here. I won't lie, I've only used it a couple of times, so we'll see. If I don't quite have the knack of it or don't feel comfortable with it, I'm going to switch back to hands. But for the time being, let's give it a whirl. Because you really want to roll them into about 1 inch balls. So get it in here. It won't be that bad. I'll still have to do a little rolling with my hand, but not as bad. Now that to me looks like it's a little bit bigger than an inch, but you know what? It looks good to me, so we're gonna leave it that way. I won't keep you guys watching me making all these balls because that's just crazy. You know how to do that. So what I'll do is I'll make a few. I'll pause the video, and then I'll come back and show you the finished pan that I have, and clean up and get ready for the next one. But again, this is part of our holiday baking kit. We are doing a class tonight at 7:30. And if you were not able to get the kit in time, if you have any of these mixes on hand, because we are just using the baking mixes from our regular standard line, then you can follow along at any point in time, or even put your order in today and get it next week, and then you can do these next week. That's the nice thing about having these ready to go and videotaped for you. So if something comes up or it's not the convenient time, the time that we have class, then you can go ahead and do it whenever is convenient for you. Maybe you had a crisis, or maybe the dog needs to go out, or you forgot that there was an appointment you needed to get to. Whatever the case may be, you can come back to these as often as you need to, and do them when you like. So I do think I'm going to make these just a little bit smaller, because that scoop is working good. However, they seem like they're a little big. So I think I will use the scoop and then just take away a little bit of the dough. There you go. What are you guys doing for the holidays? I know everything's so different this year. We spent Thanksgiving just my immediate family. We didn't go anywhere. Christmas we're hoping would be a little different, but it's kind of a wait and see game right now. Traditionally, I host Christmas Eve with my family, and then we go to family's house on Christmas Day. Sometimes even extended family, and we make a couple of trips, and I'm not sure what's going to happen this year. All right, I think that's better. I like this. This looks to me more like 1 inch. So I'm just going to go ahead and pause this video right now and hurry up and get these balls done, and come back to you so you can see the finished product. Thanks, guys. See you in a minute. Hi, everybody. I'm back as I promised, or I warned you, one or the other. I am finished. I did get 22 cookie balls in here, so I was pretty accurate, 22 or 24. Some of them, like I said, I think some of these are a little bit bigger than 1 inch. So obviously if I did them exact, then I probably would have gotten that extra 2 cookies to make the full 24. But these are good enough for my family. They're finished. I'm going to go ahead and actually they did fit perfectly. Like I mentioned before, this is the larger round tin from the dollar store. They had 3 sizes. They had this one, they had a smaller round one, and then they had a rectangular one. Let me go ahead and sneak over here and show you. In case you didn't already have your containers and you're going to do these at a later time, this is the other one. So you could use these as well, and they'll fit nicely in the freezer. So that's it for this cookie. Again, it is part of our holiday baking series that we're doing tonight at 7:30. If you'd like information about the cooking club, please go ahead and message me either privately or you can comment below, and I'm happy to send you information. I will be doing a survey later on over the weekend to get some input from you guys on what you'd like to see going forward for next year. Got a couple of new kits in mind, and I wanted to get everyone's input. We can decide on what to start with next. So that's it. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to get cleaned up and get ready for the next one. Take care.